Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm in my Tesla Model Y. This is my 2022 Model Y long range. I just picked this up, I don't know, three and a half weeks ago or so. But today I just came back from the Tesla Service Center. I just got back right now picking this up. I took it in this morning around, I had a 9:45 appointment, and I picked it up around 2 o'clock. Or it was done at 1 o'clock. I picked it up around 2 o'clock. Now I made the appointment when I first delivered, when I first picked up the car, because when I picked it up, you have 24 hours, or I think it's within the first 100 miles, to report any like delivery issues with the car. Now, cosmetically, all of the car was great. The paint, the panel gaps, no curb rash, everything was great. I'll leave a link to my delivery video here, but you want to go in with a checklist. If you have a checklist of everything to kind of check when you get to the delivery center, it helps to make sure you cover and really thorough things. But there's a few things you can't check while you're taking delivery of the car, and that is like the alignment and like autopilot issues and things like that. And so one thing that I noticed within the first 24 hours, you want to make sure you at least put some miles on the car within that first 24 hours, so that you can kind of test out the alignment. These cars are having some alignment issues from the factory, and it wasn't huge. It wasn't a huge alignment issue, but when I was going down the road, I could feel the car going just a little. I mean, I had to put some inputs into the steering wheel to keep it tracking straight down the road. Now, I didn't think that was that big of a deal. It could have been, just the road was uneven or something, or, roads are not perfect, and so I didn't think that was a big deal. But I thought, well, let me just schedule the appointment, and it's going to be 2-3 probably weeks out anyways, and so if it works out to where you don't notice it again, or it's not an issue anymore, you can just cancel the appointment. That's fine. So what my recommendation would be is, if you're taking delivery of a new Tesla, check the alignment very, very carefully, and even schedule an appointment for the alignment issue right when you pick it up, because right when you pick it up, you never know. You don't know if you're going to need that or not. Most likely your car will be fine, but there could be the situation where the car is out of alignment. Now, I want to show you this. I'm going to show you this. I'll show you a close-up of this, but this is the alignment paperwork that you get that shows the before and after readings. And actually, to give you an idea, there was the toe on both the front and right tires was a little off, and then the toe on the left rear tire was off. So therefore, my steer ahead value was out of the value that it was needed, which I thought was interesting. It kind of confirmed to me that yes, I needed to do this. I needed to take it in. This morning, I actually took the car on a ride. Early this morning, I just got up and I just took the car on a freeway ride, and I'm thinking, well, you know what? Let me just see if it's even worth taking it in. For me, my service center is like 30 miles away. Getting a ride, my wife followed me down. We drove the other car back, and so it was like 2 hours of our day going back. Dropping it off, back, forth. Just so it isn't. And if you're even further away, that's even more of a hassle. So I wanted to make sure that it was going to have issues, that this was going to be something I needed. And I asked my wife over the last couple of weeks, I'm like, hey, have you noticed the alignment? She's like, no. I mean, she had no issues or problems with it at all. And I was like borderline, like, maybe it doesn't need it. And so I thought that maybe I wasn't going to take it in. But I'm glad I did, because it was slightly out of alignment. And I'm glad that they checked it, and now it reads completely right in the green values that it's supposed to be. And now it's perfect. Now the alignment is perfect. It's like on those straight highway runs, it's just tracking perfectly straight down the road. So I'm very glad that I took it in. They got it done within like 3 hours, so it wasn't like an all-day deal. It wasn't like overnight. It wasn't a hassle. It wasn't that big of a deal. So I'm glad that I got that done. But just know, if you're picking up your car, you want to make sure that you're checking that, or even schedule an appointment for that, along with other issues. If you have any other issues, if you're taking it in for other issues, just have them check the alignment. Just say the alignment's out of whack, and then they'll check it, and it could be just fine, but otherwise it's not. The big thing with the alignment issue, guys, is it's going to wear your tires out. Most likely the front tires are just going to get out of alignment. If they're out of alignment, you're going to wear through your tires a lot quicker than if they were in alignment. And these tires, this has the 20-inch wheels on there, and the 20-inch wheels with the tires, they're going to be a more expensive tire. So if you can preserve the tire longer, the alignment's going to help do that, and it's going to help preserve the tires as long as possible. Other than that, there's been no other warranty issues, no problems, no concerns. The car's been great. It's been fantastic. So very happy with it. It's been driving fantastic, and so now it's going to drive a little bit straighter down the road in that issue. So that was kind of the first experience we've had with this at this Tesla Service Center. The car so far has been awesome, been fantastic. Hopefully there's no more issues at all. Hopefully the alignment kind of just stays right where it needs to be. All right, guys, kind of as a bonus item, I want to show you guys something. So a couple weeks ago, I tried installing the PPF film on the hood here just to kind of see how it turned out. And it had a lot of kind of bubbles, imperfections in it, and I didn't know how that was going to turn out, so I didn't really proceed with the rest of the car. And the car is really dirty right now, so I probably should have waited till I actually got this washed again, but I just got this finished yesterday. But I installed the rest of the PPF kit on the car. So I did the bumper, the headlights, the fenders, passenger and rear doors on both sides. And you can kind of see right here, there's some bubbles in here. Now the hood was kind of like that when I did it, so I'm not like terribly concerned about those, because I think that most of those are going to go away when it comes to getting them dried out. I'm going to do an updated video as probably in the next week or so, once these things are kind of all dried out, kind of give you an updated video, see how it turns out. I'm glad that I tried it, even though this isn't a DIY video on how to do this, because obviously I'm not that great at it, but curious to see how it turns out. Anyways, I'm going to stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to roll in some footage of me doing this, the rest of the install on this. And guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.